Naval Reserve out here, and you didn't see if you've been around.
Hey, good afternoon. I have been around a little bit. Been in the Navy for 25 years now, and I've been through the first Gulf War, the second Gulf War, the attacks of 9/11. But one thing that really means a lot to me is my heritage. My grandfather, he served in World War I. He's in the Army in World War I. World War II came around. He was already back at home on the farm, and they called him up, Mr. Vosler, how you doing? He goes, I'm doing pretty good. And he goes, this is the United States Navy, and we'd like you to join the military. We just had an attack on Pearl Harbor, which he knew about. And he said, well, why would I join the Navy? I served in the Army. I'd go back to the Army. He said, well, we have this new thing called Seabees in the Navy, and we'd like you to come out and be a Seabee. He goes, well, what's that? Well, you carry a gun in one hand, and you use a hammer in the other hand, and you build stuff, and you prepare the way for the battle. And he said, well, I'm going to have to learn how to shoot with my left hand because I have to hammer with my right hand. So he worked on that, and I sent him off to Africa, and started. That's where they started, going through Africa, and then headed up through Sicily, and then up through Italy to Rome, preparing for the Normandy invasion later on. He paved the way for our family. He had 15 kids. And of those 7 boys, everyone joined the Navy and served in each of the wars, whether it's Vietnam or Korea. And now his grandchildren are serving proudly. And it's now, I don't think people remember what they should remember. Right now we have, 73 years ago, a lot of the people are alive there. My parents were both alive then. My grandfather served them. But those people are getting few and far between. It's a lot harder to tell those stories, and if we're not around to tell those stories, who's going to tell them? So that's what we're doing here today. The water in the background is just beautiful. You got to imagine yourself in Hawaii this time of year. It's a little bit nicer, but come back here, you didn't want to stay there that day 73 years ago. But right now, if you think of that, I served in Hawaii, spent 3 years there. My children got to see the Arizona Memorial. They got to go and tour all the areas. We lived in a house that had bullet holes in it from World War II when they came on December 7th. And it just means a lot. And if people aren't remembering that, that's what we're here for today, is to remember what it meant to us, what it meant to our families, the families that served while the men went to war. Not sure if they're going to come back. We lost a lot of people in World War II, and they're all fighting for our freedoms. And so we really have to keep that in our minds. I'm a little disappointed that there's not a lot of young people here. And the people here need to go out and tell people about it, and that's why we're here. So thank you for coming, and thank you for the sacrifice that you all went through with your families or when you were serving yourself. Thank you.